welcome back to another episode in the Courtyard Transformation series. This week we've extended the area that we're working on and we've moved into the barn. So we'll show you what Dan's been up to with his trusty enshada. Quite the feat this week. We start building the flower bed around the pillars. Plus we had a huge surprise with something that happened right here. So join us as we carry on with this makeover project. I read all of your comments and sometimes there are some really top tips. And one of you had said that if I was going to trim this, I should use a hot knife or a blowtorch. But I haven't got a hot knife or a blowtorch. And then I remembered, Dan bought me something several years ago when we were moving in here, and of course we didn't have a kitchen. We were putting things in boxes in this shed, and he had it in his hand and he said, "Oh, I don't suppose you'll be needing this for a while." And I eventually found this. Yeah, one of those things that I said I really wanted. A creme brulee set.
I'm still waiting for that creme brulee.
It's still complete. I never used it. But this is like a little mini blowtorch. And it's only a little mini project. So I'm going to try this and see how it goes. So wish me luck. I'm wearing gloves in case I get burnt. So that seems to have worked. Thank you for the top tip. Although you can add creme brulee, flamethrower into the bargain. Well, I'm going to carry on with this and let you watch what Dan's doing.
Well, it's not quite wide enough here. Yeah, the lid's not wide enough really.
No.
But I'm thinking these boards on the bottom would be good.
I'm making a cup of tea. Do you want one?
I'd love a cup of tea, please. Better clean the table if we're going to have tea, haven't I? But I think that'll do for now. Not exactly clean enough for visitors, but it'll do for us today.
I can spilled some. There you go.
Oh, marvellous. Nice cup of tea.
Still for me. No cake.
Well, this corner was a kind of temporary kitchen and where people sat to eat, where we had the kettle, we had the water, the drinking water that is. But now it's time to rearrange this, to sort it all out. And this is a bit of a hole really. And back where the camera is a bit of a mountain. We call it Mount Kilimanjaro. So I'm going to level out Mount Kilimanjaro and fill in this hole. So we've had the Grand Canyon, the Great Barrier Reef, Kilimanjaro, and I'm not quite sure what this hole should be called. What's that big trench out in the is it in the Pacific or the Atlantic?
The Mariana Trench.
The Mariana Trench. We've got to fill in the Mariana Trench. That's it. So the idea is I'm going to remove all these blocks, remove the wooden platform, remove all of these stones, which was kind of like a temporary stone floor that we made years ago. And then I've got Mount Kilimanjaro to fill in the Mariana Trench with. Well, the Leaning Tower of Pisa is getting quite high. Now you may be thinking, why is he digging earth out of here and putting it in the wheelbarrow when he's going to fill this in and level it out? Well, this earth here is very clean. There's not many stones in it, and it's right outside this room here. So this is the biggest doorway in the house, so the ox could fit through it. And so the ox was doing his business, and it's all filtering out into the earth out here. So I think that this could be very fertile earth. It's going to be really good to fill in our planting box over in the courtyard. So that's where a couple of wheelbarrows of this are going to go.
Where are you going?
Yeah, you go that way.
Go on then. Keep going. So while Dan was digging his way to Australia, I was potting up and replanting all of those plants that have been in the vegetable garden for the last year and a half. I've put as many things as possible in here, and we've used those boxes, some of those boxes, as a kind of a table staging area so that I can get easy access to them. And all my pots, plastic pots for potting, are all hidden inside. Makes it a little bit more awkward to get at them, but you know, at least they're tidy out of the way until we get the barn and this area completed.
Kilimanjaro looks more like Table Mountain here.
So I've made this dry mix of sand and cement, and I think it's too much because I'm starting to build the wall under the pillars, and yes, so I'm going to transfer some of this into a bucket. Anyway, I'm no bricky, I'm no stonemason, but I'm giving it a go. But before I start that, I have to give Dan a hand to move something else around. It's been a week of moving stuff around. We haven't even filmed it. It's just been so much shuffling and tidying up of the barn. Yeah. There's a lot of obstacles here, Dan.
Hold on, let's
You didn't
put it down here.
You didn't clear any space. There's the hill.
Yeah.
Kilimanjaro. Which way's down? No, you're gonna have to set it down.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can't
yeah.
lift it anymore.
Yeah.
Right. Twist.
Yeah, you don't have to lift or anything.
No, just twist. Are we on?
Not quite. Okay, I'm just going to lift it a bit from this end.
Yeah, and I'll
No.
shove.
Yeah. But hold on, don't shove yet. Just keep it tipped. Okay.
Go.
Yeah. Okay, that's enough. Okay. Okay, keep coming. Stop there. Push.
Push, yeah.
Hold on.
Watch the wall.
Yeah.
I think it might be a bit on level. Right, would my assistant be here?
Yeah.
Could you help me?
You would just have
I'm
to
not,
put this
I'm not a
down.
very good bricky. I can't even lift the bricks. I don't know if this is any good. Would you be able to lift from this side and then I can set it down?
Yeah.
Or lift? What do you think? Is it good?
Don't know. Not straight.
No, but this isn't straight either.
No.
Perfect. Well, I wasn't actually expecting this to happen, but further progress on the courtyard garden is that we're planning to put an archway over this double gate, just to add a little bit more kind of pizzazz to the area. Diogo the welder is here today, and Diogo's the guy who made the doors underneath here, and he's already brought the arch and he's going to weld it in space for us today. Absolutely brilliant piece of news. So we've just been out doing wood chipping and sort of relaxing, taking a little bit of a break. It's in the evening time now, and this is so good.
Look at that.
Obrigado, Diogo.
Nada.
If you're thinking I only did one brick of the wall, that's not true. So what actually happened, I was backwards and forwards between everything and I hadn't switched the camera on. So I started building the stone wall and it doesn't look that great, but most of this will be hidden, and then the next phase I will remember to turn the camera on. I'll make sure of it, but there's quite a bit to go. So I'll show you how I got on with that now. The big reveal. Ta-da!
So now I'm going to extend the trench down to the bottom of the courtyard garden for the conduit. Then we can hide this horrible red pipe. Following on from that, I'll be levelling it all out a bit more and getting rid of some of the clay from levelling out the barn floor. So there's a lot of work with my trusty enshada. Well, that is my trench pretty well dug, and I could probably put the conduit in it now. Well, I thought I'd give you a treat today. I've changed out of my dusty, dirty work clothes. You might have been hoping to see this finished, but I got carried away and dug another trench. This trench is for the drainage off the roof over the guest area. Where the pipe comes out underneath the gravel, it drains right where the roots of the lemon tree are, and lemon tree doesn't like to sit in wet feet. So I've dug a big trench. The barn project is ongoing and it looks worse than it ever did, but they do say it looks worse before it gets better. And I still have a big mound of earth to move. So it looks like I still have Mount Kilimanjaro here inside the barn.
So you know how I said I was really wanting a bougainvillea? Well, I'm thinking this might be the actual spot. So can you imagine it up and over the arch, all dripping in beautiful pink papery flowers? Oh, I long for that day. And if you want to see that happen in the future and you like this video and you want to see more, then hit the subscribe button and we'll see you next time.